Hey everybody, what up? Welcome back to another one with Hike Brothers Outdoors. Dustin and I just got back from Devil's Lake, North Dakota. We were up there with a small group, some friends and some family. So the first thing we thought about when we got back is we want to give you guys a good fishing report. Let you know what we were doing, how we were catching fish, and what the ice conditions are like. If you take your own equipment up there, how you need to prepare yourself to make sure you catch fish when you're up there. So that's what our goal is. Make sure you make some comments at the end of this video. Dustin's going to come on and talk to you guys about what we were doing. But make some comments. Let us know that you're liking these fishing reports. And let us know how fishing is in your neck of the woods. We're looking forward to another solid month of ice fishing because the conditions have been cold. So go out there and catch some fish. Good luck. Make sure you click that subscribe button. Thanks for checking in.
Hey guys, what's up? Dustin checking in. Hike Brothers Outdoors. As Bob was just saying, we just wrapped up a 3.5-day fishing trip up to Devil's Lake. Wanted to hop on, give you the freshest info that we can, hopefully make your trip more successful. I'll start by saying the fishing was pretty tough up there. The conditions were tough, the temperatures were cold, there's a lot of snow on the lake. We had snowmobiles and ATVs in our group. The ATVs struggled a little bit the first couple days. We had to dig them out quite a few times. Make sure you bring a shovel along. But by the end of the second day, we had it pretty well figured out. Here's the secret. So you need to get your rig dialed in. Everything tied down, everything secured. You do not want to stop. If you can keep your machine at 15 miles an hour or so, I mean, we were making up to 7-mile trips on unplowed roads across Devil's Lake without getting stuck by the end of our 3.5 days. Unless, of course, you guys have gotten more snow before you get this report. As far as the fishing went, we started our search off on East Devils. That's how most of our trips start. We stay at Ackerman Acres. They've got Ty's Lodge Bar right there on East Devils. That is a great place if you guys are heading up there and want to go out and do your own adventure without a guide or a rental house. Ackerman Acres is a great place, good family atmosphere, great food and drinks over at Ty's Lodge. It's always nice to end your day with a hot hamburger and a nice cold drink. Check those guys out, but if you want to do the guided deal, they'll set you up with Bry's Guide Service. I talk to those guys every year I'm up there. Phenomenal fishermen, good guys. I mean, the kind of guys that you fish with for 8 hours and then you can sit down and eat supper with them, talk about the day. Great group of guys, great fishermen. I highly recommend Bry's, Ty's Lodge, and Ackerman Acres. That's where we always go. So if you're heading up that way, make sure you give them a look. But we started off in East Devils, like I was saying. We ended up getting into some perch action over on East Bay, out on the main basin. Want to say right in that 36 to 38 foot range. It was tough though. We were marking quite a few perch. We were getting 3-4 marks at a time, but 1 in every 20 marks was committing, and the fish size wasn't real fantastic. So the second day, a couple of our guys got into a decent walleye bite over near the casino on the East Devils side. They were fishing somewhere in that 24 to 28 foot range, and they were able to scratch out a limit of decent eyes over there. So that's worth a shot. Buckshots and minnow heads always seems to be the ticket out there. Then I like to run something a little less aggressive, maybe just a minnow on a straight hook. Sometimes that jigging action will bring the fish in, and then your bobber pull will seal the deal. So that's worth a shot. Our search ended up leading us up towards Alice and Irvin, the feeder lakes to the north there. We fished like 7 foot of water, really. I mean, 7 and even 6. And I'm talking from the surface of the ice. You got over 30 inches of ice. That doesn't leave a whole lot of water. So flashers are almost moot. I mean, you're not even marking half the fish you catch. They come in so hot and smoke the jig. And same thing up there. I mean, my go-to is the golden perch buckshot. You can see I've got one tied up on my rig here. And I like to fish that with a minnow head, or my brother Bob was having great success using closer to a half a minnow. But yeah, that's definitely where I would be heading, is up to Alice or Irvin if I was going up there next weekend, say. Travel's about the same there as it was on the main lake. Like I said, with the ATVs, if you stay on the throttle, you'll be fine. You can kind of see when the sun's up where the bigger drifts are. People will tell you to avoid those bigger drifts. What I'll tell you is that those bigger drifts seem to be the hard-packed ones you could float right over. So here's a little clip of what travel was like out on the lake, and then I'll throw a few pictures at you so you can see some of the fish that we caught. Now, you're not going to get the Devil's Lake perch in numbers up on Alice and Irvin, but when you get them, they're going to be toads. Like I said, though, if you guys have any questions or want pointed in the direction of a spot, hit us up on Facebook, Hike Brothers Outdoors. I'll be glad to point you in the right direction. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching, guys. Tight lines.